Hey everyone, welcome to this week's plan with me. I am using She Shed from my shop. This one was originally going to be in one of my other planners when I was doing an off-camera planner. So you might have seen it in a kit lineup before, but I didn't end up using it because I quit doing two planners. But so cute. Such a fun kit, crafty kit. And of course, these are like one of my favorite colors, the pinks and blues. And we are doing the dark hair. And then the matching foil pack in blue, shattered blue. And then here are the quote overlays. And those are in light rose. And I did a poll on Instagram. I'm not sure why I have two of the scripts, but okay. I did a poll on Instagram to see what people liked, if they liked the talk through the base or fast forward and music. And it's like I just posted it not too long ago, so I don't really know what people like yet. Last time I checked, it was pretty even. So maybe I will just try to talk through this base. I just feel like I'm kind of awkward, you know? I feel like it's almost like I don't know what to talk about when I can obviously just talk about what I did for that week. So I think that's just what I'm gonna do. I feel like my weeks are pretty boring, but on Monday I cleaned my room and the bathroom. My cousin was supposed to come out. She's having a baby, and I think she kind of just wanted to come out to kind of get like a crash course of baby stuff, you know? Because it's going to be her first baby as well. And I know she's kind of nervous. I think everyone is for their first child. So I started cleaning my house. That is what I was getting at. That's another reason why I'm not a big fan of me doing the talk throughs, because squirrel, you know? My brain just cannot focus. And then I changed the sheets, and then this day, Renly, we decided to go up in diapers. She was just having way too many blowouts, and she was getting a little red from the diapers just being too tight. So sadly, my baby, I mean, it's good, but it's sad that my baby is getting big. And then I DoorDashed a burrito, and then we went downstairs and we watched Sing. Just a cute little cartoon. I do like kind of always feel guilty for putting her in front of the TV, but I would literally not get anything done. So it's not like we do it a lot, but I do. I'm definitely not super strict on TV time. And they're saying it's like really bad for kids' brains, like development. I know my mom popped me in front of a TV. I feel like I turned out okay. But I definitely do want to limit it. Like, I watch my shows, but she's not paying attention. Like, we have toys out for her and stuff, so, I mean, I'm not, like, watching true crime in front of her. Even though she can't understand what's going on, I'm still not going to watch true crime. Who knows how that would affect a baby's brain, you know? I don't know. If I watch true crime, it's when I'm working and she's napping. And then I did my next injection this day, and I mean, not much has changed. I mean, I've lost another like 0.3 pounds, but it like fluctuates every day, so. Yeah, and then I cleaned the kitchen and I did some late night packing orders. For some reason, when I did my birthday sale orders, and I had more orders then, it just went by so much more smoothly, and I got them out quicker than I did this last new release. I don't know if it's just because like her naps just haven't been as good. I don't know, but I just did so much better. And then for some reason I had more time to design. I don't know what it was. Maybe I just had more ambition then, because I'm not gonna lie, like, my ambition to work on the shop has like declined a little bit, just because it's a lot and I'm exhausted all the time, mainly because I don't sleep very well, especially lately since she's been rolling on her belly all the time. So I just haven't been super motivated to like get, like, I've still been doing new releases, but just not like trying to crank them out fast. But it is what it is. I might just start doing it slowly, and when I feel like it, that way I don't like completely burn myself out. Because there's been a couple days this week where I haven't like worked. Like, I finished all open orders, so I've just been able just to chill and just play with my baby and not have to stress about work, and those have been nice. So I might just, I don't know, I just have to find like a happy medium. And then Tuesday I was just bored, and so I got on the Whatnot app and I bought some more nail strips. These ones are the Sally Hansen ones, and you know, I figured they would be really good because, you know, Sally Hansen is a good nail brand. Well, they were delivered and they were just like too hard. They wouldn't like form around the nails. These ones are actually from AliExpress and they're actually pretty good. So I think I'm just gonna start buying them from there, and they have much cuter designs. Like, I like the Color Street, but they don't have like super cute designs. I don't know what is up with that. And then I did laundry, and then I did my pick list. And then while I worked, I watched some true crime. Like I said, I haven't been watching much true crime, only when I work. Just had an itch to watch it. And then when she woke up from her nap, she came in and she was like rolling all over the room, which is really weird because now she like forgot how to roll back onto her back again. It's like she does good and then forgets. I don't know what that is about, but. And then Tuesday, I heard some heartbreaking news back in my hometown. There was a tragedy. One of the boys, he was 12 years old. He accidentally shot and killed himself. They said that he was cleaning his gun, which I'm like 12 years old. A 12-year-old, I don't know, in my opinion, shouldn't be cleaning a gun, but his dad, I know, works at the sheriff's office, so I don't know. That just seems a little young to me to be cleaning a gun, but either way, it's just absolutely tragic. And that family is really sad. So, like, the dad's brother, he also lost a son, but it was to suicide, and he was my brother's best friend growing up. So they've had a lot of tragedy in that family, and it's incredibly sad. So, and then after that, she took a 2.5-hour nap, which absolutely love it when she takes longer naps. And then the next day, my glossy paper was delivered. Maybe this one. And then she was taking really good naps again this day. So since I've had like my glossy paper and my matte paper, I had to order those, which when you buy in bulk, it's expensive. And then like all my medical bills, I'm almost done paying off when I had Renly for mine, and then I just got her bills in the mail, which is another $1,500. So it's like I have some exclusive art that I've had that when I was on maternity leave that I had done, but to like pay for exclusive art right now is like kind of hard with all these medical bills, and then like of course buying all the paper, and yeah, so it's hard to buy art right now. And then I watched The Summer I Turned Pretty and Lady and the Tramp. There I go, saying that I don't like for her to watch TV much, as we've been watching the Disney movies. What I mean is I'm not like popping her in front of the TV all day. And then I foiled some orders I designed, got some Subway, and then I filmed a plan with me. And then let's see, on Thursday I started my period. Some morning snuggles. I've been just pulling her in bed with me every morning just because we get a few extra hours of sleep when we do that. Funny how they just sleep better in our beds, right? So sadly I have to kick Roxy out of her spot because her spot is always next to me. But it's just nice getting more sleep. And then I worked, I don't know if I said that, I worked, true crime, and then my sister called, and her grandpa died, and If you don't know, she's my half sister. So her grandpa died, and like he left everything up to her, even though like they weren't really close, and he was kind of just an asshole. So she was really stressed, and because of that, like, you know, when people die, people get greedy, and her mom, which is an absolute POS, druggy POS, she wanted to come get some stuff, and my sister was like, oh, okay, well, he died, so I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt, and we just never do. Never. It was the last straw, I'm sure. But her mom was absolutely high as a kite. Put hands on her, like she just wouldn't calm down. I don't know, they just got into a huge fight, and like her mom shoved her to the ground and like hit her, and yeah, it was a mess. And then like her mom was there with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend like mentioned that don't get her too mad, she has a gun in the car, which that is absolutely terrifying because she is absolutely nutso. And it's like she's been to prison many times, so she's a felon. She shouldn't even have a gun. My sister was like, I wish I would have got the license plate so I could have called that in, and hopefully she got arrested. So yeah, that's scary. Anyway, that's what that was about. And then my sister had surgery. She had a lump in her breast, and so they got that out. It was benign, but they wanted to get it out anyway. And then she got an infection, and they did like an ultrasound, and the paperwork that she like can pull up on her own patient portal type thing, it said that there was surgical material still left in there. I'm like, what? They left like gauze or something in there? So, and they wouldn't like tell her that. They're just like, oh, it's infected. So I don't know. I'll have to ask her what they found out. I know they sent her home with a home health nurse that could like dress her wounds and repack everything. So that's insane. Poor girl. She's had a rough couple weeks. And then all I crave is steak. I just crave steak all the time. So I ordered a steak, and then Renly had a blowout that day, and then I was just way too exhausted to work that day, so I marked I was too exhausted to work. And then on Friday, we had a really good morning nap. She napped for 3.5 hours, and then I was watching Untamed on Netflix, which is a good mystery show, so that was really good. And then I had some ice cream this day. And then Renly's toy, it's like where she can sit in, and like you can move all the way around, and there's like different toys. I'm like, that would be good for her to have in my office when I need to work a little bit, because when she's just like doing tummy time all the time, she's just like spitting up all the time, just because she has bad reflux. And then I worked some more. I watched Perfect Match on Netflix, and then I was emotional this night. And then I got a hamburger from McDonald's. And then on the weekend, had a family nap. We all just snoozed. And then I worked again. What am I doing? I guess we will use these ones because I forgot to cut some more again. And then I did the dishes and I watched more Perfect Match. I feel like this Perfect Match this season, they did pretty good on getting good people. I think it's funny when they like bring in exes like on reality shows, then you can like hear all their drama and like if they want to get back together and stuff like that. I don't know, I think it's pretty entertaining. And then I packed orders this night. And then the next day we had another. Ooh, that's way too far up. I have some undo. I bought some more. It's in my room. I don't want to go get it. So, and then I watched more Untamed. And then Caden went to Vernal. He went to go get me a new door for my office just because it's always been broken since we moved in and we just haven't replaced it. So he got me a new door and he had to like sand it because like the frame, they just like put it on goofy, and I'm sure that's why the last door broke. So I have a door now. We just gotta I gotta paint it. I hate painting. Ugh. I have to paint it, but at least I have it. There's no doorknob on it yet. So that was good. And then he got Cafe Rio while he was out. Just Cafe Rio's Fresca is the best. The best. Put my original script up here. And then that night, Renly would not go to sleep. Like, lately we've been having to really soothe her at nighttime. I don't know if we're just like, she's just getting into the habit of us soothing her. Because since I've been like working at nights, Caden's been putting her to bed and he'll just like sit there. He would sit there for a while until she would like fall asleep, and I'm like, no, like as soon as you put her down and she's good, you gotta leave the room. For some reason she just like starts to get worked up and starts to cry if you're still in the room. I don't know why, but and so he's been like putting her in her, we have like this thing you can like lay her down as like a little mini bed thing. And he's been putting her in that and laying her down and just like laying there with her. And I think that's just like making her where she thinks she needs that every night. I don't know, because I used to just put her in her bed and she would just go to sleep. But ever since Caden's been putting her to bed, it's a nightmare trying to get her to go to bed now. Like last night we were up until 10:30. That's been our struggle lately, besides the rolling over on her belly every night. And I just finally, I'm like, okay, so I researched it, and I guess you can just let them stay on their belly. If they got there by themselves, you can just let them sleep on their belly. So I tried that last night, and like I saw her on the monitor and she was sleeping on her belly, and I was just up. I could not go back to sleep once I saw her on her belly. So eventually I just like went and flipped her back over because my mama heart couldn't do it. I think I'd be more comfortable if like she was good at rolling back on her back, but she not. But then she rolled over again and her head was turned, so I knew she wasn't like breathing into the mattress. So I'm like, okay, I feel a little better with you on your belly this time. That is going to be coming to the shop soon. And this is from Paper K. Oh, I should probably zoom you in. That might be good. And then this one and the next one are Carly plans. I don't know what it is about like the refried beans from this place where I get these burritos from, but it's so good. Yeah, it's just kind of been a go-to lately. Oh, I guess I forgot to say she took a nap in her swing this day. Usually when she like fights a nap and just will not go down, I usually put her in her swing. She usually falls asleep in there because we got to get a little bit of a nap out or she is cranky. Like she's a happy baby, but man, not when she is tired. Like, watch out. And these next two are Carly plans. And this one is from my shop. Oh, cutie olive. And then this one, Paper Bits, I believe. And I've just had like, the one thing about pregnancy, it was nice not having a period. Now I'm back to having cramps again, so I'm thinking I might need to get back on the myo-inositol. I don't know, for some reason when I take that, like, my cramps go away, so I might need to get back on that. That's from Beniva's Creations. And this might be TMI, but like the first periods after having a baby, oh my gosh, I was not ready. I was not ready for that. Don't ask me why I did purple. Oh, I think it's because I was looking at the wrong colors when I pulled stickers. So some of these colors might be off, but whatever. And I've just had like anxiety this week. I don't know if it's just, I feel like I get anxiety every time like I'm dieting or like my calories are low. And of course with the shot, I'm not getting a lot of calories in just because it's hard to eat. Oh no, are you waking up? Please go back to sleep. This is from Corks and Corgs. And this is from Beniva's Creations. And this is Carly Plans. And this one will be coming to shop. And this is from Make Plans. And then I did like get some paper to test out like my vinyl mat. I don't want to change it, but I was wondering if I could just get paper from the same companies instead of like ordering from 2 different companies. And so I have paper to try and test out. The only thing I noticed was like the backing was a little thinner and then the sticker paper was a little thicker, which with my mat, my vinyl mat, I would like it to be a little thicker because it is pretty thin. So I don't know. I'll just have to see how it does. See, look how big these ones are. And that is from my shop. That's from Beneva's Creations. And lately she's been eating like every 3.5 hours. So that by the time she's having her bottle, she is tired. So she like falls asleep. And so it just, she just has nightmares. And it always wakes her up. Oh, I think it woke her up. Yep, it did. Gosh dang it. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, she's been falling asleep on my shoulder, so it reminds me of when she was a newborn. And I had to hold her on my shoulder for 30 minutes before I could lay her back down, because the girl's got reflux. So it was nice holding my baby again, but yeah, like it's like bittersweet for them to like make milestones and get bigger, but it's also like super sad. Yeah, I definitely did not do good on picking colors for color blocking because they had the wrong colors, whatever. Those 2 are from Carly Plans. That is from Paper Bits, and this one is from my shop. Oh, and there she is, rolling on her belly. I've been trying to be a little more patient and like let her be on her belly so she can figure out how to roll back over. But she just starts screaming, and like I said, if she's on her belly too long, she spits up, and so it's hard for me to leave her on her belly for too long. But I have been getting better, and even though she'll sit there and scream, like, I'm not doing it to torture you, I'm doing it so you can learn how to do it yourself. Oh, and I have funny period stickers with Quinn. I think they're super cute. Hey, she rolled over. Good job, Bryn. They're like sassy, like period tracker stickers. That's from Carly Plans, Beneva's Creations, Craft Arena. I did ask for some requests on Quinn, and one of them was period trackers, so that will be coming with my next new release. I have a couple more of the girls coming too. Like, I love the girls. I think they're so cute, but it sucks doing all the hair colors and skin tones. It's just like very time consuming when I am designing. This is from Carly Plans. And that is Mick Plans. This is my shop. I always take the off-cut ones for me. That's why that one always looks off-cut, is because it is. And I don't want to just throw it away. That's Beneva's Creations. And then this is Sweet Avis paper. I was hoping she would go back to sleep, but she never does, so I don't know what I was expecting. They say to just leave them in their crib for 15 minutes, and usually they go back to sleep, but not my girl. She wakes up a lot because her binky falls out, she's spitting up, or she gets nightmares and screams herself awake. I mean, that doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. Like just now, that's what woke her up. So that is why she cat naps, because she can't fall back to sleep. So if you can hear her, it's because the monitor's right here. That's from Beneva's Creations. This is one of my new ones that is in the shop. It's Carly Plans as well as the next one. I am getting hungry. And also about being on the shop, like I will eat or I will crave something and then I will make it and then it just doesn't sound good anymore, or I'll take a couple bites. And I mean, that's the point, is it like curbs your appetite, but it'd be nice to have a little bit more of an appetite. But then again, I'm like, nah, because my weight loss has been so slow. So it's like, I don't know. That is from Ohana Story, Carly Plans, Once More with a Dove. And then Carly Plans. Oh no, now she's getting fussy. Can't believe I pulled the wrong colors for this spread. So we got yellows and purples in here. Or I mean oranges and not yellows. This is Sweet Avis paper. Hold on, baby. That is from my shop. Yeah, so we'll be having new releases next week, and sorry, I was totally out of frame there. And I will be having matching foil packs with all the kits. Or at least all the ones I have in mind that I am designing now. That's from Paper K, that is from my shop, and that is Carly Plans. I just have one more day, baby. And like, I'm so sad that the summer is gonna be over, but also like, I didn't do anything for summer. Like, you can't really go do a lot of stuff with a newborn, you know? Since they can't really be out in the sun. And then they can't wear sunscreen till they're 6 months old. That is from Carly Plans. This is from Paper K. So not that my summer was that exciting, but summer is my favorite just because like my mood is so much more uplifted, you know? When it starts to get cold and gloomy, it's not as good for the mental health. I always like thrive as soon as like it starts to start getting warmer, I don't know, I just like mentally thrive. And that is from Carly Plans, as well as this one. This one is from my shop. And this is from Benevit's Creations. Alright, that is it for July 28th through August 3rd. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!